It's November 14, 2017. The officials at the Geographical Indication Registry were shuffling in their seats, their foreheads creased with anticipation. They had to make a difficult and somewhat bizarre choice. A choice that would calm down some nerves and agitate others. You see, for the past few years, a spongy ball soaked in sugary syrup has been at the center of a fight between two Indian states. A clash of flavors, cultures and regional pride has been associated with this paltry sweet dish which is consumed all over the country. Actually, it escalated from being just a clash to a full-fledged war fought in courts, chief ministers' offices and even on the streets. The key question was, does the beloved Rasgulla belong to the state of West Bengal or Odisha? At the GIR office, the registrar held his pen and began writing the verdict. Despite being aware that their decision might upset some people, they had to make the not-so-sweet choice. Hello and welcome to A Century of Stories brought to you by IDFC FIRST Bank. Always you first. I'm Kunal Vijaykar and this is the story of how two Indian states went hook, line and sinker to stake a claim on the humble Rasgulla. Our story begins in 2015 when the government of Odisha made a bold claim that the iconic sweet Rasgulla originated in their state. They sought the GI tag or the geographical indication which would officially validate this claim. This is a crucial aspect of the story, so allow me to explain what it entails. A GI tag refers to a sign which is used on products possessing some qualities, characteristics or reputation attributable to its geographical origin. The products obtaining a GI tag can be divided into four broad categories. 1. Agricultural. This includes products like the Darjeeling tea from West Bengal. 2. Handicraft, which has products like Chanderi saris from Madhya Pradesh. 3. Manufactured, like Mysore sandal soap from Karnataka. 4. Foodstuff, like the Culinary bhujia from Rajasthan or the Rasgulla from the state of... No. I'm not going to spoil the ending like this. You will have to wait for that. You might think that this whole thing is silly, but believe me, it isn't. To understand the significance of the Rasgulla claim, we must first delve into its delectable past. Rasgulla, also known as Rasagulla, Rasgulla, and Rasgulla, is a spongy cottage cheese dessert soaked in sugary syrup that has been a cherished part of Indian cuisine for centuries. In simple terms, it's sweet syrupy paneer. There are variations, of course. One of them is the famous Nolen Gurer Rasgulla, where a special liquid form of jaggery is used as an ingredient. Or then there's the epic baked Rasgulla. Trust me, if you haven't tried it yet, find it and give it a shot. You'll feel like you've instantly gone to heaven. Okay, enough about that. Returning to the origin story, we have two competing versions. One is Bengal's version and the other is Odisha's. Bengal claimed that the sweet was first invented by a famous confectioner named Nobin Chandra Das in the 19th century. Das popularized the Rasgulla and put it on the culinary map. His sweet creations gained fame, especially in the bustling city of Kolkata. On the other hand, Odisha had its own compelling narrative. They argued that the Rasgulla had deep roots in their culture dating back to ancient times. References from historical texts and temple traditions supported their claim, asserting that the Rasgulla had been used as a ritualistic offering in the Jagannath temple of Puri for over more than a century. This dispute gained media attention and sparked a passionate debate about cultural heritage and regional pride. People took sides, rallying behind their beloved states and defending their own claims. The Rasgulla patent wars were not only fought in courtrooms and government offices, but also played out in the digital realm, particularly on Twitter, which they call the town square of the internet. Individuals, organizations, even celebrities expressed their opinions and took sides in this debate. Hashtags like Rasgulla War, Rasgulla Debate, and Sweet Showdown trended as the Twitterati engaged in passionate discussions. They shared historical references and expressed their own cultural pride. Memes, jokes, and witty one-liners added a light-hearted touch to this intense rivalry. But it was a rivalry nonetheless, which brings us back to the GI Tag Registry Office on the morning of November 14th, 2017. The registrar had written his decision down and was about to announce it to a crowd of media persons and supporters. He came out to meet a gaggle of journalists, cleared his throat, and announced. After much deliberation and discussion, and after looking at both the arguments thoroughly, the esteemed officials of this registry have come to the conclusion that everybody waited with bated breath. The official birthplace of the Rasgulla is Bengal, and the delicacy has been honored with the GI tag of Bangala Rasgulla. Bengal had won. A loud cheer erupted on that side of the room. Soon the news spread and Bengal started celebrating. Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee tweeted, "Sweet news for us all. We are very happy and proud that Bengal has been granted GI status for Rasgulla." Finally, the Rasgulla patent wars had come to an end. Or had they? The answer is no. Of course not. It was not that simple. Bengal might have won the battle, but the war was still on. A year later, in 2018, an application was filed by the Odisha Small Industries Corporation Limited and Utkal Misthana Vyavasai Samiti on behalf of the state of Odisha. On 29 July 2019, the registrar granted a GI tag to the state of Odisha for Odisha Rasgulla. Yes, there are now two types of Rasgullas, and Odisha has its own GI tag. The registry noted that the uniqueness of the Odisha Rasgulla can be primarily seen in its color, texture, and taste. The Rasgulla is brown in color and has a soft and tender texture. Additionally, it is not overtly sweet in taste. All these characteristics make the Odisha Rasgulla unique in nature. What's more, the geographical origin of the dish can actually be traced through the historical texts of Odisha. There are clear references to the Rasgulla sweet dish that establish its connection to this place. Hence, it can be said that the registrar is justified in granting separate GI tags to the same dish in two different states for their respective styles of preparation. This time, it was Odisha CM Naveen Patnaik who tweeted, "Happy to share that Odisha Rasgulla has received GI tag in Geographical Indication Registry. This mouth-watering culinary delight, made of cottage cheese, loved by Odiyas across the world, is offered to Lord Jagannath as part of Bhog since centuries." The Rasgulla patent wars highlighted the deep connection people have with their regional cuisines. It demonstrated how food is not merely sustenance, but also a reflection of cultural identity, heritage, and the stories we tell through our culinary traditions. Okay, enough talk. My mouth is literally leaking just talking about Rasgulla. I need to go have one immediately. But before I go, you tell me, should I have the Bangala Rasgulla or the Odisha Rasgulla? You've been watching a century of stories brought to you by IDFC FIRST Bank. Always you first.